Now, the model, TV presenter and special police officer Penny Lancaster has opened up about dyslexia, IVF and her marriage to Sir Rod Stewart in her new autobiography, Someone Like Me.
She has been speaking to our culture correspondent, Charlotte Gallagher.
Penny Lancaster is a model, photographer and TV personality. She's also married to one of the world's most famous musicians, Sir Rod Stewart. Now, after decades in the public eye, she's telling her own story. And the book goes right back to the beginning, including her struggle with dyslexia at school.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of a write-off at school. I'll never make anything of myself. And the fear of standing up in class and having to read in front of people was just horrifying. And now I'm writing my own book, and through my charity work I've stood up in front of audiences and made pledges and speeches and been on Loose Women, so I've learnt to adapt, and of course life now is much more understanding about dyslexia.
And obviously we have to talk about your marriage, and in the book you talk about how you first met, and it was kind of fate almost, because if your friend hadn't asked you to get Rod Stewart's autograph, you probably wouldn't be sat here now. Absolutely.
Things happen for a reason, don't they?
Yeah.
It was a Christmas party and a friend of mine dared me to go and get an autograph, and it happened to be Rod Stewart.
And what did your parents think when you said, I've got some news, I'm dating Rod Stewart?
They always knew I was more attracted to an older person. But Rod Stewart, they thought, this could come with some hurdles and problems along the way. But in fact, my dad being a lawyer in the City of London, he decided I was going to wear like a leather jacket when they met. And Rod said, right, I'm going to wear a pinstripe suit like a lawyer. So they both kind of like switched outfits for their first introduction. But they got on like a house of fire, and so did he and my mum. I suppose they come from the same generation, almost the same age as one another.
And one thing you talk about really openly in the book is IVF. How was it for you going through that?
Well, more recently, with women wanting to have their independence and also...
Hello.
Not yet, darling.
Okay.
Thank you.
I thought we were going to have a number then.
I mean, there's a certain amount of injections you have to do. One's in your stomach and one in your bottom. You know, I was injecting myself backstage at Rod's shows, on planes, at home, you know, like wherever it was necessary. It came true, it worked.
And what was Rod like during that process? Because we mentioned about kind of different generations have a different kind of attitude to those kind of things.
Rod was very patient and very committed, and he just said, look, darling, if you want to keep giving it a go, I'm right behind you. Let's go for this. And he had a great sense of humour with the whole thing as well. He always talks about how the doctor put his sperm under a microscope to study it, and one sperm had 2 heads and one had a couple of feet, and I'm like, it's not tadpoles. So I think, you know, to be able to, you know, for women and men to be able to talk openly about it, the serious side, and sort of putting a bit of fun back into it as well.
A few years ago, Penny decided she wanted to do something a bit different, and she's now a special constable for the City of London Police.
It feels like a natural calling, even though that sort of sounds corny.
No, not at all.
I feel like I always probably should have been in that kind of career, and something sort of like taking me off on a different path, but I found myself now.
And just sometimes people recognise you when you're on the street and you're on patrol and they go, oh, are you Penny Lancaster?
Occasionally I do get recognised, but more often than not, I think the general public see a uniform. Maybe when I've spent a little bit more time talking to somebody, that they go, you're Penny Lancaster, aren't you? You know, but it's always been a good thing, I would say. Yeah, it's not a negative.
And I read that your husband said it's made you a bit more bossy or self-assured as well. Yeah.
Yes, okay, you could say bossy. My mum's always said to me, gosh, she's so bossy. I think someone has to be in charge, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's got to control the rowdy brew that I have. So, you know, the family tend to turn to me for the answers, and more often than not, in the last 4 years while I've been policing, I suppose I have a bit more authority to my voice, to my actions.
And after all that talking, we're a little parched.
Room service!
Oh, what service?
Just move the book, darling.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Well, just in time. Just in time.
I've got no money for a tip. This is embarrassing.
Hi, darling, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. I was actually wearing my Celtic tracksuit earlier, and Penny said, "You can't wear that.
Not on the BBC. You could have done.
You can't wear that."
Well, there's enough Celtic going on here.
So I had to quickly go and change.
The Celtic kit that's got all paint and glue stains from doing your work.
Well, working man.
Exactly. You must be very proud of your wife with this book.
Oh,
about...
yeah, extremely, extremely proud. I haven't read the book yet, which reminds me, she hasn't read my book. Ask her why.
Why have you not read the book, Penny?
Because I think it's lovely that a couple still, at our stage of our relationship, are still finding out things about one another. So he doesn't have to read mine.
I mean, I know all
I'm gonna
about you
read
now.
it.
I know all about you now, Rod, after that book.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable
Yeah,
stuff.
this book. Yeah, you wait.
No, seriously, why didn't you read my book? Is it
You wait.
because you're
No, but
scared
it's
of
talking about my book.
dirt and
We're talking
sex?
about my book.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, everyone's learned a lot about
I'm really
you.
looking forward to it. It's, she's done so well with herself since I first met this shy girl from Chigwell.
You're saying it's all because of you, darling.
No, you've made me a better person as well.
And is it still a thrill when you're performing and you look out and you see your wife there, you see your children there, your grandchildren?
It is, when I did Glastonbury, I mean, and all concerts, not just Glastonbury, to see that much emotion and love coming back to you, you know. And I was very worried about Glastonbury and making sure I got it right, you know, the right songs, the right outfits and whatever. But when it was all over, what a relief. Did we get drunk that night, me and the band, and Penny.
It was the most watched show on the iPlayer.
So I hear, yeah.
Yeah, more watched than anyone else. So I think you did all right.
Still got it, darling.
Still got it.
Charlotte Gallagher, BBC News.
Still got it, darling.
Definitely still got it.
Love it, love it. Penny and Rod there talking to Charlotte Gallagher.
I mean, it did crash, that interview, though. I
Yeah,
think that was
totally.
all about her and her book.
But he took tea,
And he got changed into
Yeah.
his good gear.
so justified. And he's Rod Stewart.
Oh, yeah.